do so drink it before wicked.
Hey, welcome back. Rod J here. Looking forward to trying another beer with you guys. This one is actually one I've been looking forward to. Got this a couple weeks ago. This is actually the Stiegel Double IPA. This one was actually one that comes out of Austria. It was actually last available, the edition is 2012, so that's not 2015, 2012, and it's actually an annual limited malt beverage specialty. A little bit about this one, as I mentioned, it's actually a double India Pale Ale. It comes in with 80 IBUs. The size of this is actually 1 pint, 9.36 ounces, so it's a hefty size there. The ABV on this is 9.2%, so it's going to have a little bit of kick for sure. Beer Advocate actually rated this overall of an 81. Rate Beer has it as an 84 overall, but yet on style it only came in at a 37. So a little bit of a discrepancy in that regard. It's funny, estimated calories are 276. Don't know if that's for the whole bottle or not. Best to serve in a shaker or a snifter, so I'm going to use a snifter glass, as you can see right here. Best also served from 46 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The ingredients, we're looking at water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. So real simple along those lines. A little bit written about the beer. It's considered to be a magnificent treasure with orange golden hue, which is covered with a creamy froth. The nose is harmonious blend of lychee, elderberry blossom, tangerine, and floral hop aromas. Amazing caramel flavor, which is supported by hoppy tones. Intensive, multifaceted, hop stressed, and persistent finish. So a lot of good things happening with this beer. And also, if you are a person that's trying to be gluten-free, this isn't going to fit that category, as this beer does contain a gluten through the grains and the cereals in making of this beer. So just a little disclaimer there for you as well. But haven't had one like this before, where it's kind of got that the champagne type feel. So gonna have to get in here and unwind it and then pop the cork here. But it is a lovely bottle that it does come in. So you got that there. Get the glass. Try not to spill any. Got a little bit of a pop. So there we go. So coming out of the glass, just under a 2-finger head, about a 1.5, 1 3/4. It does have that hazy golden appearance to it, kind of like a hazy amber orange, I guess would be the best way to describe what the appearance looks like. The head itself, just a little off-white, kind of a little bit of a creamy type look to it. As far as carbonation activity, not seeing too much of that, but am getting some pieces of definitely some sediment in there. So it does have a sediment part to it. So when you go to empty the bottle, you're definitely going to want to give it a swirl around and get all that sediment out. You know, it's just extra yeast really, so not going to hurt you at all. And actually, as I hold it here, I can see a little bit of the bits and pieces as they do float through there. I probably would say on that sediment, they're kind of small, don't really, like I said, anything too bad. Not tiny, but just a little bit bigger than that, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Looking at the head does lace kind of nicely as it's on there, as it is hanging in for a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't pour a real thick head, so let's go ahead and see what this baby smells like. And so you're definitely getting the hops coming out. You're getting a citrus smell to it. Grapefruit. I want to say grapefruit, maybe a little bit of lemon. But the aroma it does produce there. It's not as heavy as far as some of the I would say maybe some of the caramel smell as it was described for me as sweetness taking place. But definitely the citrus, going to give it a taste. With the flavor, you're getting that initial taste up front. It's got the bitterness of a pale ale. It's a crisp finish. It doesn't linger too long. Kind of dry, I guess you could say. It's dry on the taste, a little bit of watery in there, but not too much. Man, not getting the caramel. Now I will say with the snifter, when you go to drink and you do have your nose there, you do get some of the malt smell at that point. So as far as getting in there and really getting the nose down, you start to get a little bit of the caramel smell. So it is there, it's just not as strong as I thought it would be. You taste light alcohol, not really too overpowering or too strong. You have that light astringency with the taste. It makes your lips pucker a little bit, but not overly. As far as the body, I would say you're definitely going to be like a medium body on this beer. And as far as the finish is pretty short. So it goes away, doesn't really linger too much in there. Nice beer you could sit and enjoy. Kind of wish I had a cigar right now to actually have with the beer, but it is a good beer. It's the head does start to dissipate a little bit more, as you can see. The lacing's still going down the glass though, but the head does dissipate after a point. Now, as I mentioned, this is a 2012, so it may have been something to age in there, but actually it's aged really well over, I guess, these, when it came out in 2012, last 2 to 3 years, it's actually seemed to hang in there pretty well. So definitely one, you could probably sell her for a few years. I don't know how much more it will improve, but with that kind of ABV of the 9.2, it is one you can do that with. And definitely, I'd say give it a shot. I would probably give this one more closer to I'm going to say probably a 3 out of 5 overall. It's got the okay taste. It's got the okay aroma. Doesn't really hit the way I thought it was going to hit though. And then with the way some of the other IPAs and double IPAs are being done now, I think it might be just a little dated on their recipe. But if you see it, give it a shot. I actually, it was funny, I picked this up at one of our stores here that I usually go to, and I got this for, I think this one was $3.99. So this was actually a steal for that price. If you see this for $3.99, I definitely recommend getting it. At $3.99, you're probably looking at a rating of maybe a 4. So check it out if you happen to see it. It is in limited quantities in places, but this is the Stiegel Double IPA. Hope to catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by.